So Obstagoon is a very early frontrunner for best single prize attacker in the format. Let's see how it goes. Yeah. Obstagoon's good, hey? Very strong. Relative to the tier of card that it is. If you have a look at what Obstagoons generally goes for on the trades now, right? Alright, what do people want for it? Yeah, 1 pack's probably around about right. So I got it day 1 of Fusion Strike. So in the opening hours of it, I picked it up straight away. I was getting 2 Obstagoons per Evolving Skies pack. Because I saw this card and I was like, there's no way this card isn't good. Merciless Strike, it's very good. Okay, there's a lot of different ways that you can play this deck. There might be better ways, there might be more popular ways. This is the way that I've decided I want to try this deck. You look at this deck list in front of you, you can play a deck like this, and you're not trolling. This is good out the gates. It's a good deck. Right, but not every deck that looks like this is going to be competitive. You can't line up Inteleon alongside every Stage 2 in the format and expect it to work. Let's have a look at... Let's all roll out. Let's look at this deck. This deck sucks. I played a lot of this the other day, and it sucks. What is the difference between this deck and the Obstagoon deck? Because when you look at this deck, it has some very tantalizing value propositions. Because you have this Blissey, expert in roundness. Prevent all damage done to each of your Pokemon that has the Let's All Roll Out attack by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon VMAX. It's a very, very... tantalizing prospect to not only play a single prize attacking deck, but force your opponent out of being able to play their VMAXs and punishing them if they do. This deck, it just doesn't work very well. I want to talk a little bit about why. For example, what does like a bad deck need to succeed? I posit decks that fit this look and feel, they need to cheat a little. They need to have something that breaks the rules a bit. And that's what I feel like you get with Obstagoon. It kind of breaks the rules. This Pokemon's attack, Merciless Strike, this attack is so strong. There is not many Pokemon in format that can do 150 damage for 1 energy. I can think of one very prominent one, and that's Rapid Strike Urshifu. But even Rapid Strike Urshifu, it doesn't even knock out the Obstagoon by itself. It needs the Inteleon to work. And so the mechanism of balance, so to speak, with Merciless Strike is something that's completely just a non-issue. Because you already have Headbutt Tantrum to activate it alongside Quick Shooting Inteleon. Okay, so these cards together cheat. You're cheating when you play this deck. It is absurdly good for what it is. Anyhow, that was just my thoughts. What you need to look for is cards, the cards that break the mold a bit, that aren't just fair, but are just really, really strong for the tier of card that they're in. When we saw Shadow Rider Calyrex, that card broke the rules. That card absolutely broke the rules, and what happened? It was pretty much best deck in format. You gotta look for the cards that break the rules sometimes. Obstagoon's a really good example of it. Let's put the theory into practice and try the Obstagoon. And let's see how much this card likes to break the rules. Okay. Mulligan. But so did they, so fair's fair. We've got the lone Sobble start. It's not fantastic. We're up against Urshifu. Urshifu's a pretty good matchup for us. It's a very classic matchup mismatch, if you like, where we're playing a deck that only uses single prize Pokemon. They're playing a deck that preys on multi-prize Pokemon. So it's a good look for us. Hey, look at this. Look at that. Look at this. I got one of those in real life. That's pretty rad. Pretty cool trick, huh, Colroy? Alright, decent, reasonable start, although they didn't attach a Pokemon, which is a bit of a worry for them. Let's do Tower of Darkness and discard the Bruno. Very good. That's an excellent pickup there. We can go level ball. I reckon we'll grab a... grab Sobble. I'm not too worried about an attack next turn. We can almost sit on this hand. I almost don't want to discard these cards. But it would be good to set up more. So the thing you have to worry about is if they've got Marnie in hand. So we might just do it. We discard the Rod, which is a bit of a bother. But now we've got other options in hand too. I'm going to keep this level ball because it allows us to evolve a Sobble into a Drizzile. We'll bench this. 10 more there. Can't hurt. Might quick ball and chuck a dark energy. Let's have a look in the deck. We've got another Ordinary Rod, so that's good. 4 more dark. That's good too. Take I think a Sobble. We'll take a Sobble. Okay. And then we'll hit done. You gotta look for the cards that break the rules. That's gonna be the theme of this deck. So we got an energy accelerated from the deck, and they're going to go for laser focus. We're going to get a rare candy. Obstagoon. Very good. What I want to do now is level ball. Yeah, Drizzile for net here. We're going to do it like this. Okay, Drizzile down. Yep. Take the net. Play this down. Now, if I grab this, I think what I'll do is I'll evolve this Zigzagoon into a Linoone. I think it's probably the best play at this stage. Grab Linoone. We've only got one Obstagoon left in the deck, so we need to think about recovering our other Obstagoon in the discard pile. I really want to get another Zigzagoon into play, but I think that means I have to quick ball a Drizzile, which is not ideal. What else can I do? I don't think I got too much of a choice. Just get rid of it. Go Zigzagoon. It's just good to have Pokemon in play. Let's do this. And it's going to put them in a bit of a spot of bother. I'm going to go Merciless Strike. And so they get knocked out by a single quick shooting if they don't evolve. But they do. And now, I guess they're using Beatdown. But Beatdown isn't necessarily going to knock us out because we're weak to Grass. So yeah, pretty rough matchup overall. We also got this KO sitting on the bench for later too. This matchup is not good for them. Stack is going to be so good, yeah. Yeah. All it's going to take is one strong finish with this deck, and people are going to be all about it. I think people already are about this deck. Now we're just waiting for somebody to really just make it happen. Now, what do you do as the Urshifu player? It's a bit of a weird spot. You pretty much don't want to evolve. You want to attack with Impact Blow, not Beat Down or G-Max 1 Blow. Like, maybe... Yeah, see, the problem is even though you don't really care about losing the energy because you get knocked out in the same amount of time, which is a good sign that your deck is breaking the rules, they're losing an extra prize just to knock out one prizer. So we'll do this. Okay, we'll do this. And we'll do this. And we can do this. And then Bruno. I don't want to bench the other Sobble. I want another Galarian Zigzagoon. Yeah, GG. They weren't feeling it. This deck's good. Okay. I like the build that I've got so far. I'm about it. I'm a big fan of Bruno. And this is probably the card that sets my list apart from a lot of the others that I've been seeing. So my philosophy when it comes to deck building, especially when it's a deck that's relatively unexplored, I sort of do it in steps. Okay, so first step is to just throw everything in. Get all your ingredients and just throw them in. The bowl could be overfilling. It's like a salad. Okay, you got no rhyme or reason to it. And you just try it. And it's not very good. Maybe you forgot to put boss's orders in. I used to be like that all the time with deck building. Okay, I would build the deck and be like, oh yeah, I completely forgot the 4 of this supporter, or I didn't put Ultra Ball in, or whatever. And then you change it to have the more obvious things that it should have. And you give it another go. So once I've got all the cards that I think need to be in the deck, that's kind of like square one, right? And the deck's probably still bad, but it hasn't got any glaring mistakes in the build. Then, the first thing I want to do with a bad deck is make sure the deck can set up. If it can't even set up, if you're just playing cards to the board, you might as well just be using the deck wizard and playing with whatever cards. So my first goal is to make sure the deck sets up. I like buying my PTCGO codes from locals. From local businesses. Just to support them. So I've had to try and make do on my own until then. And so I collected up the cards for Dragapult real cheap, as cheap as I could. And came up with something a little different. Okay, so let's go Zigzagoon. Oricorio here suggests to me that we're going to see Mew VMAX. But let's see how we go first. So I'm inclined to go Sobble. Even though I've got the double rare candy. Playing the level ball there might have been a mistake too, because that could have been a Drizzile. Battle Pass. Cool card. So this is going to be a real test. A real test. Turn 2 Marnie. I tell you. I'm telling you. Turn 2 Marnie every single time. Alright, but we'll work our way out of this. No problem. It's going to be hard. Cram-o-matic. So they're going to get a big draw with Genesect. Great Ball. I generally don't consider Great Ball until I hit the, 20 Pokemon mark. So I don't know how many Pokemon are in this deck, but it must be a lot to want to consider Great Ball. They're really thinking about it, too. got a bit of an issue next turn where... I could make a play where I Drizzile for rare candy. Oh, no, that still doesn't work. No, don't do it that way. I won't do it that way. I think I have to just set up a... Ooh, that's a bit better. Alright, alright, alright. That improved the turn significantly. We go Drizzile. Okay. So this is Drizzile 1. Gonna grab rare candy. Okay, Incense. Obstagoon. Candy. Obstagoon. Let's attach the energy. Let's Drizzile. Yep. I'm going to take the research. Unfortunately, we have to discard an Inteleon, but we do have double rod, so it's fine. That scoop up net, perfect. Perfect. I think we just take the knockout on Oricorio. I think I want the third Zigzagoon, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I do. So let's take it. Some damage down. I think this is good. We're in a reasonable spot. We take the first prize. Okay, and Oricorio is important to knock out for us too, because Lesson and Zeal is going to mess up our damage. It's going to mess up our damage output. Let's see what they do. Because this is going to be hard. The pressure is on them at the moment. Okay. So we see the Mew VMAX. No Oricorio yet. See what happens. Genesect and Mew. Choosing to discard the power tablet, I suppose, because Technoblast just gets it done. Sparkle. Very good. Accelerates the energy to their Fusion Strike Pokemon. Another Fusion Strike system. This deck is going to be really good when Ultra Ball releases. What does Max Miracle do? Okay. So they've done that so they don't lose their ability to attack. That's okay. We'll figure it out. So we're going to go Linoone here. I'm going to Quick Ball the Marnie. And I think we want the third Zigzagoon here. Place damage over there. Oh, I can't because of Fusion Strike system. Fusion Strike energy. My bad. I forgot about how that one works. So let's go, like... So we're going to do the sure thing here and we do this. Trainer card. So we want Incense. Because we want this Inteleon. And then we'll take the last Incense and a rare candy.
You a professional moron or just a gifted amateur?
Thank you, Colroy. Gifted amateur. Gifted amateur. We're going to take the Shady Dealings Inteleon. Shady Dealings. Grab 2. This one and this one. Incense. Grab that Obstagoon. One of these ones. Bruno. Get a big 7. I think that we need to... Let's Ordinary Rod now. Some of that. One of these. And we actually just have win in hand, which is crazy. If they don't mess our hand, we're good to go. Do I have right hand? No, I don't. Not in this list. Chose not to include it. But you could certainly go the Sableye route. For sure. Obstagoon is so good. So good. And I'm happy with the list that I landed on. It didn't take very long to build this deck. I actually built this deck and then had a look at a few other lists, and they all run sort of the same Pokemon line. The 4-2-4. I actually went 4-1-4 and then thought, oh yeah, 2's probably good if that's the attacker. I was sort of influenced by looking at some other lists online. But I had the exact same Inteleon line. I think that the 4-4, 2 Rapid Strike, and then 1 Shady Dealings Inteleon has proven itself to be a very reliable core. Very, very good. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Let's quick ball. Grab one of these. Alright, hopefully... Oh. Why did I think I needed more prizes? For some reason I thought I wasn't paying attention to my prizes. There you go! Good deck, huh? Strong. I think that we had that... We were in a really good spot in that game. I think it was just a matter of playing out the turns and not making any mistakes. Very cool. Alright, we're gonna go first. Let's see if we can't chalk another one up for Obstagoon. Done. Alright, so up against some kind of Houndoom deck. Probably the Umbreon focused one that seems to be making waves at the moment. I think with this hand... I mean, Marnie's kind of appealing, right? But I want the big draw with research. Let's grab Sobble. That's definitely what we need with this hand. And then we've got the goods for next turn to get a turn 2 Obstagoon already. If not, if our opponent hits us with the Marnie, which I come to expect these days, that's fine too. At least we've got a Sobble in play. And, you know, we only need the one Obstagoon next turn, so... Against this deck, yeah, see, turn 2 Marnie. I can sense it from a million miles away. I can sense it. I know when it's going to happen. Just having a quick look at Discord while I'm playing, too. So let's bench that Sobble. I really want that turn 2, hey. We could pick up a prize and see. Let's do it. Or do you go Drizzile? No, there's no point. I think we go... So what you do is you go Drizzile, right? Alright, you do one of these ones. Okay, and then we grab another incense. So this way, we can evolve into Shady Dealings in Inteleon if that option happens to come up. So we just go Obstagoon, Rare Candy. This is going to make things a little difficult for our opponent. It's not like they've particularly got an option here. I'm so glad that that actually knocked out the Houndour. I didn't... I just assumed I was going to be doing 150. Okay. Gengar. Okay. I'm down. I'm about it. This is the first time I've played against Gengar. I don't know what to expect. I think that we have a good matchup on Gengar, though. Because if memory serves, the VMAX only works well against V-heavy decks? I don't know. But we'll see. They seem to be leaning into it. They want to attack with, okay. Sleepy time. Sure. What can Drizzile do for us? We don't have a switch. We don't have switch in the deck, I don't think. Let's do this. Unfortunate that we're asleep. But that's okay. I think we go research. Right, because we can play down to a 0 card hand. So let's research. Just to help me later, if I need to credit the music, I'm just going to put a link in the chat. So I definitely need... Let's put some damage down here. So I need another Zigzagoon for sure. Put some damage over there too. Let's spread it around a little bit. I kind of want to save the Obstagoon. Let's do it. Let's save it. Okay. And then we'll just hit done. Now, if we're lucky, we top deck something that can help us find a Drizzile or a Drizzile itself. And we can just rare candy into Obstagoon. We will see. I've had some thoughts about other decks that I want to try tonight. Get hit with the Marnie, that's fine. I would have liked to keep the Bruno though. This is good too. The Sobble gets knocked out. We can grab ourselves... Ooh, Dark Signal. Gross. Very rude. We'll put up the Zigzagoon. Quick ball for another one. What are you going to do? Are you going to evolve? What will happen? Who knows? Vitality Band. Interesting choice. So let's go Zigzagoon. Alright. So you can do a bit of a double here. Let's go Level Ball. Drizzile. And then Drizzile gets the Incense. Incense gets the Inteleon. Inteleon gets the last Incense and a rare candy. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. So we do it like this. Yes. Incense. Shady dealings. Okay, and we just make sure that we've got the Obstagoon in deck. Yeah, we do. Okay. Evolve. Now, seeing as we're going to discard the Dark Energy anyway, let's grab ourselves a Zigzagoon. We could put some damage over here too, just to spread things around. Let's research. Very good. Alright. I don't want to evolve the Sobble just now. Let's go quick shooting on the active. And then we're sort of good for next turn, right? So we'll Merciless Strike. Take the knockout. Alright, 2 prizes. Drizzile. Dark Energy. Very good. So now our opponent's in a bit of a tough spot. They have to keep the pressure up. And they've been through 2 Marnies so far. It's a good look for this deck though, with these types of options. Fear and Panic. Yeah. It can sort of do it all, right? Alright, no Marnie. You like to see it. I think I need to use Super Rod. Not Super Rod, Ordinary Rod next turn. So I don't know if I've got any Zigzagoons left in the deck. So here comes the VMAX to sort of try and play the 7 prize game. See how we go. We've not been through any bosses so far, so we're in good shape. We're in good shape to win this. So Zigzagoon. Okay. So let's go Candy Obstagoon. Attach. I'm gonna do it. If it ends up being a bad play, that's fine anyway. Yeah, I still have Zigzagoon left in the deck, but let's do it. Okay. Ordinary Rod. I'm gonna do both. So I want a line back in the deck. And we'll take both Dark, just in case. I want to Marnie my opponent. Hello, Quest. I like Obstagoon a lot. Thank you. Really good deck. Fantastic. I think I want a Marnie. Yeah. I have 1 net left in deck. If we can hit it, that would be ideal. Let's go Marnie here. What are your thoughts on the deck, Quest? Ah, scoop up net, perfect. And we have Boss's Orders, Rare Candy to boot. We've got it all in this hand. Very good. I think what I'm going to do is scoop up net now. In case my opponent Marnies, but I don't know. I don't know if that's necessary. Let's quick shooting. Okay, we got a lot going on. Let's, Merciless Strike. Next turn's looking a little dicey, actually. I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll give it a go. Because I think I'm out of ways to get Obstagoon out of the deck. I think that I've been through all of my incenses. I have. So while it looks good, the board state looks good, we might fumble for a moment here. But we will see. We'll see. We're very close to winning. Yeah, I should have used Scoop Up Net last turn. Actually, I don't know if that would have helped or not. Quest, you've always been a one-hit KO player and spread. You've been playing Gengar deck and a new Inteleon deck. Cool. One-hit KO decks do have a special place for me as well. Probably my favorite deck that I've ever played is the Blastoise Black Kyurem deck from 2013. I went very far competitively with that deck, and it was, you know, Rare Candy to Blastoise, Rain Dance the energy down, and one-hit KO EXs to win. I am keen on building this deck eventually. Let's go Zigzagoon here. So my opponent has remained active with the Umbreon, oddly. So I think we just... If we're not winning, we're very close. We attach the energy here, right? Let's go Level Ball. Thin the deck a little bit. And I think what I want to do is Bruno and try and rearrange the cards that I have in hand. The other option too is to go for a research. Let's do this. Okay. And then put this Inteleon here, and let's see. Yeah, it was... Yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of that deck. Okay, this isn't gonna work. This is actually not gonna work. I have to get the Rare Candy in the same turn. So I need the Rare Candy and the Obstagoon. So what we're gonna do here is draw cards from the deck. Like that. And we're gonna use... We got it. GG. Whoa. Did you see the strategy there? The strategy was thin the deck as much as we could by using Inteleon to grab extra cards out. We used the Level Ball to get the last Galarian Linoone out of the deck, and then we put it... So that it was actually a misplay, right? Because I meant to Bruno. I didn't actually want to use the stadium there, but it worked out. We got lucky. We got lucky there. So the strategy was to get lucky, and we did. We did. Let's have a look. Very straightforward Pokemon line. 414 Obstagoon. Probably the one number here that you could play with is the Linoone. Maybe you want a 424. I find that you don't have time to make it worthwhile. And then you've got a 4412 line here of the Inteleon line. That's quite standard. You see this a lot these days. 4 Incense, 4 Level Ball, 4 Quick Ball, pretty standard. 4 Rare Candy, because it's an Evolution deck. With Stage 2s, and you can fetch the Rare Candies with Drizzile. You got Ordinary Rod to recover Pokemon. Because you're not playing the Sableye Raihan package, I find that Ordinary Rod becomes a bit more important, and it's worth playing at a 2 count. Scoop Up Net is great for use with the Inteleon line. And then you got a fairly standard package of supporters. My flair is running the maxed out Bruno count. I quite like this card. Big fan. And then quite generous with the energies as well. You see other lists work their way down to like 4, 5 energy maybe. I think 7 is really nice. I think 7's a good amount to play, especially in a deck that doesn't run Raihan. You could feasibly reduce this, right, to 6. Maybe you could run something like a Crushing Hammer package in this deck. That would lose you a lot of friends if you did that. That's not a friend maker deck. But yeah, that's Obstagoon. Consider following me here on Twitch if you're watching. Consider throwing me a subscription on YouTube, please. I'm trying to hit 500 subs on YouTube so I can start using the community features. That's my goal at the moment, so I'd love to see you over there. In any case, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next stream or video. So take care and goodbye for now.